السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. أما بعد. Respected elders, brothers, mothers and sisters in Islam, indeed it's a huge blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon all of us that once again in our life He has given us the opportunity to fully benefit, to once again He has given us the opportunity to benefit from this Mubarak month of Ramadan. There were many brothers and sisters within our community, within our masjid, within our families who were with us last year, but they are not with us today. We don't know whether this would be our last Ramadan or whether we would be, I mean, alive for next future Ramadans to come. So this is the time to fully benefit. Ibn Rajab al-Hanbali rahimahullah, a great scholar of the past of the 8th century, he has written in his book that 6 months before Ramadan, our pious predecessors used to start making dua that, "O Allah, allow us to fully benefit from the month of Ramadan." And 6 months after Ramadan, they would continue making dua that, "O Allah, accept our good deeds of Ramadan." So this gives us an idea how much value our pious predecessors, our elders used to give to the month of Ramadan. Now the question arises, how can we maximize the potential of Ramadan? How can we benefit to the most from this Mubarak month? So the ulama give us 8 points that if we keep these 8 points in mind and try to act upon them, inshallah, we will be able to fully benefit from the month of Ramadan. We won't be able to finish everything today. Inshallah, I'll continue tomorrow from where I leave today. So, before going into those 8 points, as a preface, as an introduction, we should keep in mind that to fully benefit, we have to take care of two things in Ramadan: the company we sit in and the environment we are surrounded by. Let me repeat it again. If we want to fully benefit from this Mubarak month, then we need to structureize two things: the company we sit in and the environment we spend our time with. रमज़ान ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा भरपूर फ़ायदा जब होगा जब हम दो चीज़ों पे आज से गौर करना शुरू कर लें। किस सोहबत में हम अपना वक्त गुजारते हैं और किस माहौल के अंदर हम रहते हैं. What does company mean? What type of people, friends, relatives, or whoever it is we are sitting with? One thing. And secondly, the time and age where we are living. Our companion, the most nearest companion to all of us, including myself, is the phone we have in our pockets. I mean, for most of us, it's the best companion, unfortunately. So now we have to limit the time that we spend on our phone. We have to limit the time that we spend on our iPads and on our laptops and on our desktops. We should only pick up the phone. We should only sit on the gaming chair in front of the desktop. We should only hold the iPad when it's really needed, checking emails, or whatever is really, really needed, our job, then we do it. Otherwise, we don't touch it. We keep it on the side. Because no matter how strong we are, we think, okay, let me quickly check the email, let me quickly read what's going on in the news today, and then we start drifting away. We don't realize we sat down with an intention of 5 minutes and 15 minutes are gone. Ramadan will not come back. It's 1 month in the whole year. So that's why we have to be careful of our company. Number one. Number two, environment. Where are we spending our time? We have to go to school. I'm not telling you to skip school. We have to go to college. I'm not telling you to skip college. But as much as possible, decrease the responsibilities. As much as possible, spend less time and spend the most time in the masjid, in the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is for the brothers. The sisters cannot come all the time to the masjid. They can come in the programs, they can come in Taraweeh. So this, but other than that, in their houses, or the brothers, if not possible to the masjid again and again, maybe designate an area inside the house, the brothers and sisters, a room, a corner, that whenever I have extra time, inshallah, I'll sit here and I'll recite the Quran. I'll make dua to Allah. I'll do the zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So containing our environment, if we can avoid the doctor's appointment until after Ramadan, avoid it. If we can avoid whatever we can avoid, whatever emails we have to check, whatever phone calls we have to answer, if we can avoid it for after Ramadan, do it. Whatever is really necessary, only take care of those things in Ramadan. So if me and you are able to contain these two things, automatically, inshallah, our Ramadan will be full of the obedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Very easily we can stay away from sins, because computers, phones, and all these things easily take us towards the sins, the disobedience of Allah. So I'll end here. Tomorrow, inshallah, we'll mention those 8 points, that after mentioning this introduction, what the ulama have written, that if we can we can act upon those 8 things, we can fully benefit from the month of Ramadan. We'll make a short dua today, and I'll end up 2 or 3 minutes. This is our usual tartib. We try to finish the Taleem 2 minutes before the time, so the brothers and sisters can make the individual dua also. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursaleen. Wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'een. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Ya Allah, accept our fasting of today. Ya Allah, accept our Taraweeh from last night. Ya Allah, the time that is about to come on us and the entire month of Ramadan, give us the tawfiq and the inspiration to benefit from it. Ya Allah, make this month a source of pleasing you and our entering into Jannah. Ya Allah, whoever is sick amongst us, grant them complete shifa. Ya Allah, whoever is passing through a difficulty or anxiety, relieve them of their anxieties. Ya Allah, wherever the Muslims are oppressed in the far corners of the world, relieve them and provide for them. Ya Allah, let us all die in a state of Iman. آمين آمين آمين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون، وسلام على المرسلين، والحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاك الله خير، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.